Yo, I got a question. Do you watch any podcast at all? Yes, you in the back. I know you watched Joe Rogan yesterday. I guess that's a yes. My name is Jaden Fortunato, and by now you guys already know me as a level 3 student in creative media, a school editor, a YouTuber, an editor for YouTubers, a cameraman, and the list goes on. Welcome to my podcast.
What's this podcast about?
On Mind Power, I share 5 minutes of my wisdom to help elevate your mindset at school, at work, or at the gym. Whatever you face in your everyday life. I've posted 5 episodes on my podcast onto YouTube. Check it out, it's worth it, I promise. Mind Power!
The most creative podcast of all time.
Your path is like a road, and on that road, all you see is all of the good cars, all of the good expensive cars. The Lamborghini, the Ferrari, the GTR, the Bugatti. And what you don't want to see is a very loud, annoying truck. And that annoying truck is full of your worst enemies, all of the people that don't like you. You don't want that on your path. So the best thing to do is to ignore all of that. Take them out of your path, take them out of your road. Because all you want to see on your road is the stuff you want to see. But the only way you can remove these people is not by force, it's by the mind. Yo, what's up?
I may need help on YouTube because guess what?
What?
I'm starting a YouTube channel. Okay? I'm
Yeah.
starting.
So-
No, listen. I'm actually going to start it now.
Okay,
Like, I'm dead ass serious.
for real.
Dead ass.
Look, man, this YouTube takes a while.
Great. See, I knew you would do it, man. I knew you would help.
Let's do it today.
Sorry?
Let's do it today.
Hey, look, man, I'm kind of busy right now. Super busy right now.
Busy? Bro, you're unemployed.
Let's do it next week.
You said next week 5 years ago, man. Just say you're scared.
Let's do it next week, please. I'm sorry.
Jake will never start a YouTube channel. Why? Because he was defeated by fear. Believe this. I do everything unmotivated. When I go to the gym 4 times a week, I'm unmotivated. You know, I show up and I do what I have to do, regardless of any purpose. I just do it. Sometimes I think to myself,
Why am I training hard every day?
I'm not a footballer, I'm not an Olympic athlete, and I'm not going to go in the ring against Mike Tyson. Why am I doing this every day? Why am I showing up every day to burn calories, push my arms and legs and abs to the limit? Why am I destroying my body every week? What's my motivation?
Well, there is no motivation.
But the answer is very simple. Discipline.
Damn, bro, I could never be as good as you.
Nah.
Like, you're so good at what you do.
Stop making me feel like a god, okay? It's easy.
But how?
Consistency.
Why is your voice like this?
There's nothing wrong with my voice. It's just the power of consistency.
What the f? Okay, you're scaring me now.
Anyone could achieve this. Consistency.
What the f? Okay, you're scaring me now.
It takes time. It takes years. You can achieve it.
How'd you... How... Okay.
Say it. Say it.
Oh my god, please. I am not going to say...
Consistency. You know, boxing's all about character development, isn't it? So it's not just coming into the ring to be like Anthony Joshua or the next Mike Tyson, isn't it? Like, what's the hardest challenge you've faced so far in life? Let's compare motivation to discipline. Discipline. You see, motivation is a torch. When it burns, we are persistent to go along through the dark hallway because the light guides us. But then with discipline, it's not a torch. It doesn't burn to guide us through darkness. It doesn't stop burning, which we stop burning as well. Discipline is the sun and the moon. In the day and in the night, it will always be there for us to give us light. It keeps us alive. And if it's no longer present in our daily lives, then we will die. Now believe this, every day we have discipline. When we go to school every day, right, we want to go and learn, we want to get good grades, we want to land a job in the future. And when we go to work every day, we want to go and make money, we want to pay rent monthly, we want to feed ourselves, we want to feed the kids, we want to pay for our car. Right. There's no questions asked about why we need to be disciplined. We need to, we have to, and we want to be disciplined every day. Now when I go to the gym every day, I'm disciplined to show up every day because I know that eating healthy and getting stronger will help me in life.
before I have to say what I have to say to you, do you think my hair looks good?
Yeah, DiCaprio.
Thank you. Anyways, all I need is what you owe me, and I've given you plenty of time, isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
What the f do you mean, yeah, that's right? Can you shut the f up and stay behind me?
Can I say something for a sec? Can you stop swearing at me?
You are so lucky you don't have to deal with him.
Yeah, so lucky.
Look, I'm gonna give you to the end of the day to get that for me. Don't try anything stupid, you will regret it.
Esta noche me siento tímida, porque a tu lado yo soy tan cándida. Será tal vez por este claro de luna. Será por...
I made you a tea. Thanks. You have to tell me what's going on, Alejandro. I know you're in some kind of trouble.
I wouldn't usually say this, but I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble.
What trouble?
Just promise me, okay? Just promise me you won't get angry at me, okay, Kike? Please. I kind of owe these two guys something, and I haven't been able to get it to them, and I don't know if I can.
After all these years, did I not teach you to not be like our parents? That's why they're dead. You know that, right? You need to sort yourself out. And what do you even owe these guys anyway?
Let me just save the embarrassment. I've got a plan.
I can't just run away with you. I've got a life here. I've built a life for me and you, and you just want to throw it away like that.
All I want right now is to live in Malaga. That's all I want.
That will happen one day, I promise. But for now, do what you have to do. If you have to run away, just stay safe. But it's time for you to grow up and do things on your own.
Malo tú eres, pero malo de verdad. Yo no sé qué es lo que tú tienes ahí. Tú no tienes un corazón, tú lo que tienes es un palo. Porque tú planificas mi destrucción. ¿Tú crees que yo no me doy cuenta como tú te burlas? Lo malcriado que eres.
Sì, d'accordo l'incontro, un'emozione che ti scoppia dentro, l'invito a cena dove c'è atmosfera, la barba fatta con maggiore cura.
Thank you for giving me a life I didn't deserve.
Everyone deserves a
Quella sera, sì, d'accordo, ma poi
Keep this with you and don't lose it.
I'll keep in touch.
no,
Nos vemos.
non ho detto solo gioia, ma noia, 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 maledetta noia. Sì, lo so, il primo bacio, il cuore ingenuo.
Alejandro, do you think those guys know where we live? You sure? You sure?
Do you happen to know some guy called Alejandro? Or Alejandro, however you say it.
Yeah, that's my brother. What about him?
Yeah, I do see the resemblance. Well, where is he? I need to tell him something.
Oh, he's farther than you think. God knows.
Well, if I won't be able to find him, then I guess you are the only other option.
Il mio amore è nato a Malaga, Malaga, Malaga.
Talking to
Il
me?
mio cuore resta a Malaga.
You talking to me?
How am I not an actor here? I should be in Hollywood, in front of millions of people.
It takes a lot of dedication, just like De Niro. You have to drop out of college at a young age.
Quella notte di grande fiesta,
Talking to
io
me.
t'ho donato il mio
You
cuore,
talking to me?
tutto l'amore. Il mio amore è nato a Malaga, Malaga,
Don't do this.
Malaga.
Please don't do this.
I told you. He was gonna pay for this.
No.
Because he paid.
Oh my god, these ropes are a pain in the ass. Why the hell do they need big ropes for all these ships?
Now, what you need to do is give it 3 loops instead of 6. You'll get the same results, and it's not like the boss will care about it.
Dude, what the f***? You've caused that guy to drown!
We're all gonna die at some point. Some earlier than others. That guy just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, and met a fatal end, you know? Charlie, hide!
So, Paul, you got the money like we agreed.
Here you go, 200 like we agreed.
And you made sure you're by yourself, because if anyone knows about this, then it won't just be your family that gets the gun. We know you're here, so why don't you come out and show yourself? Hasn't he told him about himself? Well, we used to be partners in crime and had a drug empire worth millions. We wouldn't have needed to work for the rest of our lives, until a job went wrong and resulted in him shooting my...
Hey Charlie, watch this.
Speaking Rexy, what bestie, New Jersey, I'm not Chelsea, don't ask like wow, no testing, don't call me, don't vex me, hello, diamond, no person, make person, no chassis, marinera, non-person.
Abracadabra, flow so sweet like a father, you think they bad but I'm bad,
Godfather.
Abracadabra, flow so sweet like a father, you think they bad but I'm bad.
I just make waffles. You already know how it is.
How do I do it? Yeah, I just do this naturally, I'm clueless. You can't panic about this music. Might have the pattern, the whole style, you can't use it. You did a show and the whole crowd's tryna meet. They can never be me, yeah. You ain't going off it, no ain't caught free, yeah. That boy too arrogant, he bites the hands that feed. Only feature if but you don't do no fees. Cause I only put out quality, yeah. You ain't on that team, yeah. Can't compare to me, yeah. Half these rappers out, it's something like they scared to beat, yeah. I do both with perfect matrimony, harmony. How do I do it? Yeah, I just do this naturally, I'm clueless. You can't panic about this music. Might have the pattern, the whole style, you can't use it. You did a show and the whole crowd's tryna meet.
I can't tell you a lie, I make it work, I made them sigh. Stuck in bed with a tribe, we multiply, we don't divide. Tell me what you really mean, no need to run, no need to hide. Please move out my way, I need some space, no ways with tide. I'ma just catch fair play and hit up the daily like I'm in New York. So many colors my wardrobe, we looking inside, I can never get bored. They wanna call me the plug, plus I came with extension cords. How do I get this done? They keep asking,
how do I do it? Yeah, I just do this naturally, I'm clueless. You can't panic about this music. Might have the pattern, the whole style, you can't use it. You did a show and the whole crowd's tryna meet.
Step up in the spot, make it look easy, yeah. Step up in the spot, make it look easy, yeah. Step up in the spot, make it look easy.
She got my name unannounced. Beating her back and spitting and smacking, even the neighbors can tell.
Dirty Water Records started roughly 2007, and we've probably done about 130 records. And it was actually just before COVID. I was one of the early adopters of COVID. I was super ill in bed, 2019, in December, and it just occurred to me as I thought on my deathbed, thinking we should start a disc job, because I knew all these labels anyway, and I knew lots of people, and so that's how it is. It's been what now, just over 3 years. It's actually it's very difficult, to be honest with you. You know, to sell a record retail is relatively easy, but to get a shop to fork out 500 quid for a bunch of records, it's not as easy as I thought it would be.
21 years old last weekend, actually. So All Ages opened in 2003. I think there was about 3 years on the market before that, I think, when it was a stall. So that's the answer, 2003. Was I involved in the music industry before? Yes, DJing. I helped run a venue in Sheffield, so I mean the short answer is yes.
I'm not sure how long I've been running. I think it's been probably around 29 years now, I think, in one form or another, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if I consider myself part of the music industry. So I don't know. It's always been like a bit on the margins, operating the way that I wanted to do it. Not particularly following industry. I mean, it would be stupid from my side to say that I don't have any involvement in the industry these days, because obviously this is my job. I do this every single day of the week. So yeah, I guess that, long story short, 29 years all around, and that's about it.
Well, the biggest problem, you know, with people now going out, they have to get, you know, Fleetwood Mac vinyl, having had the CD for 30 years. It's really irritating. So the problem for any small label is the queue to get your records pressed is gone from sometimes a month or two up to sometimes 6 months. That's the biggest problem. Yes, any label will tell you the same thing, because everyone has to get Fleetwood Mac Rumors on vinyl, and Tesco has to sell vinyl. It's really annoying. But that's the only real impact. You know, it's funny because if you look at vinyl, you know, if you imagine a graph, you know, 1970, millions were sold. In the last 2 years, beep. It's a huge increase year on year, but it's nothing compared to 40 years ago.
Well, as you said, it is a mainstream vinyl revival, and it kind of never went away in our world. However, I'm definitely seeing younger people buying records, which is very encouraging.
Absolutely. I think that in the last 5 to 10 years, we've seen, like, or at least from my end, I've seen like ups and downs on the manufacturing side of things, where particularly I think I was very noticeable during the lockdown period, where a lot of like major labels start clogging up pressing plants and literally asking independent label like us to step aside. In my particular case, I had 10 records in production at the beginning of the pandemic. Within the first 3 months, I was told by my pressing plant that they could not continue with the pressing of 7 of them at test pressing stage. So that was obviously an effect of it.
I would say for our sort of music, there's been very little impact from digital. It's convenient, certainly. It doesn't sound very good. I mean, there's a myth that CDs don't sound good. Yes, they do. They sound better than vinyl. Digital doesn't sound very good. So the people who buy our sort of records or our label's sort of records, they want vinyl. You know, they're just not going to buy a download. You know, we'll usually put a download card inside every record we press, but they hardly ever download them. They just don't want it. So for us, it's not that big a deal. But I think for mainstream music, digital is definitely burned a lot of the sales from vinyl and from CDs.
I'm sure it has. To be perfectly honest, I wouldn't see the effect because I sell records. So yeah, but I'm sure it has, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think streaming and digital media has effect on everything we do. So it would be stupid to not think that it has effect like vinyl music or vinyl production. Fortunately for us, we started early enough and released music that for most people is niche enough that the public, for lack of a better word, that we have is pretty still there. However, it's certain that the age group that buys our music keeps getting older, where like younger people involved in the music scene perhaps don't even own a turntable, will never encounter like physical media. They're still involved, they listen to music, stream, go to shows, buy merchandise, but have little to no interest on owning anything physical.
In shadows deep, where darkness dwells, a legend untold of misery she tells. Medusa, once fine, with strands of gold, in pain now, her tale unfolds. A curse granted by gods unjust, changed beauty's charm to serpent's lust. Every eye she links a terrorized fate, her distress, her heart, a weight. Once requested by admirers, now avoided by all. In loneliness she cries, her tears fall. A victim, not of option, but divine decree, locked away with her own misery. Her kind touch, now a fatal sting, a drained spirit, a tired wing. For love's support, forever denied, in her grief she's petrified. Thirsty for comfort, in the quiet night, she weeps her loss, her inner fight, to remove the chains of her doomed state, and search for a release before it's too late. O Medusa, damned and alone, in your torture we hear your moan. May mercy notice you in your despair, and remove the misfortune you're compelled to bear.
My name is Elias Ali and I'm a media student studying at City, and I'm a survivor of an armed robbery.
What happened?
So it was December 2022 and I didn't have any Wi-Fi at the house. So luckily my cousin lived around the corner. So I packed myself, go to her house to do everything. Suddenly a white van pulled up on the side. About 5 people come out in balaclavas. Someone behind the person and in front of me holding a very thick, long knife looking thing. So I just gave everything, and from then I had no phone, no Oyster card. My Oyster card was in the back of my phone. No AirPods, obviously, and yeah.
How has this affected you?
It's affected me now because every time I leave my house I have to look back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it's not really enjoyable. If me and my friends want to go out and then I do go out with them, obviously I'm on my own going to meet them, I have to look back and forth, side to side, keep everything in my jacket pocket, and yeah.
What do you think sets Arsenal apart from other football clubs?
I'll say it in one word, and that's class.
Arsenal was founded in 1886.
And it was originally called Dial Square Football Club, and it was led by a group of workers employed by the Dial Square workshop of the Royal Arsenal.
This was the start and the foundation of the huge club that they are today.
In 1913 they moved from Woolwich to Highbury.
Ground being given the nickname Home of Football.
What are some of your fondest memories from the Highbury Stadium, the old home of Arsenal?
Well, the one that stands out most to me was when we beat Anderlecht.
And a bit more there as well.
We won the cup, which was amazing.
Can you describe the atmosphere and energy on match days at the Highbury Stadium?
The atmosphere at Highbury was really, really good because it was a smallish ground, not like the Emirates new stadium. The old stadium was nearer, the fans were nearer the pitch. And the atmosphere was really, really good.
In 2006, however, after 93 years at the Highbury Stadium, Arsenal moved to the Emirates ground.
How did it feel for you when Arsenal made its transition from the Highbury Stadium to the Emirates?
Well, of course, being the brand new stadium, which was twice as big almost as Highbury, we were all sort of really, for it. Really, we were sort of world class now, from being a 35,000 or 36,000 up to 60 odd thousand. So,
what is your favourite ever game at the Emirates Stadium?
Well, that's a good question. 2-1 Arsenal against Liverpool 2020, where Nelson and Lacazette scored.
Fluke goal, and Mane gets a proper goal, making some terrible mistakes, and Nelson punishes another one.
As part of the younger generation, what is it that you like about the Emirates Stadium?
I mean, the atmosphere is absolutely amazing. The fans, the community, the players, it's like we all have one love for the team and everything about it.
What are your hopes and expectations for Arsenal's future?
Well, the hope is we win the Champions League, which we've never won. We've won all the others. We won the Premiership over and over again. We've won the FA Cup over and over again. But our history in Europe for a club of our size is quite poor. I think we've only won 3 trophies, which is not good enough in Europe. So the Champions League would be nice. That would be the only one that I haven't seen them win. So that's it, really.